you can technically showcase your next shot.
But wouldn't that be how? Don't we do? Why don't we
We're
do that?
not need we don't need to do
Oh,
that.
we need baby.
Why?
So we know we can be ready. Come on, man.
No, you don't need that.
I want it. Let's
No,
do it.
it has no purpose.
Hey, there's a reason why they created it.
Of course, there's a reason, because when you have 5, 10 cameras and you can anticipate,
So let's
and you
buy
have
another.
no, and you have an assistant production in the
Let's
back.
get an assistant
no, you don't
production.
need
Let's
it.
get 5, 10
No,
more
no.
cameras, baby.
No, you
That's
don't
how
need
we
it.
do it.
You don't need it.
All right. So an interesting topic today.
Mhm.
What was it? I gave
I
you
forgot.
exactly. No, but,
That
social
interesting.
anxiety.
How to overcome it? How to overcome
Well,
social
anxiety meaning not social anxiety. I can't talk to people
Mhm.
Oh,
because that's what it would mean.
No, it's just
to
the
say it's
fear of being out there to be
using
visible.
social media.
one of the
Exactly.
biggest fear is everybody understand the principle of social media, but the biggest fear is how to create content that includes yourself in front of a camera,
So
yourself putting yourself out there through social media.
how to
do
not
you-
just be a consumer but a producer is what it is, because no one's fearful of using the tool, consuming it, going on Instagram or
That's
Facebook,
true.
but to then turn around and put up a video or record straight from your phone like, hey, how's it going, everybody? That's where the fear I think starts. So how do we get past it?
I would have an even simpler question before that. What is usually the
Simple.
why?
Can't
Sorry?
get any simpler than that, but sure.
No, because you're saying no, because it's not simple for people. If you're saying how to overcome it, but a person literally freezes when it's time to post something, it's
Yeah.
not easy for them. So I think the first question would be, what do I put? Because it's probably either never good enough, or what will be the reaction, or what should I do, or when should I do it, and how often should I do it? So there's so many things that probably bombards these people because they don't do it. So what would be the advice?
Well, my advice, or what I did, because for those that don't know, I'm an extremely shy individual. Right, Jeff?
You are.
And so what I decided to do a
You
few
are.
years ago is that I'm just going to start the camera and I've set myself a time each day. I forget what it is, but I think it was around 5 or 4:30 or at the end of the day. And then I said, I'm just going to record whatever. I didn't plan the topic. I didn't do nothing. I just said, start the camera, say a few words, turn the camera off. That was my trick to force myself to do it. And it worked.
No? What was the response you were getting? Were you getting any responses?
Of course. But response like what? You mean was I getting views? Yes. Was I getting
Mhm.
people to notice it? Yes. Did
Which is
people
the
say-
whole point, right?
It's the whole point. And by the way, not many will actually comment negatively.
Mhm.
It's rare. Like out of all the videos we've been doing, and it's a large amount.
Yeah.
Can you recall a negative comment?
I
Barely.
delete them all.
There's actually one just recently this week where we posted, well, the team posted, to be in meetings is how you get successful or something like that.
Yeah.
And some guy on YouTube said, by no, absolutely, boy, you're full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. And I respond, yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not being in meetings. It's not like just having meetings and planning things all day long that's going to grow your business. I said what we were trying to say, but whoever created it misunderstood, and that's okay, is to be in front of someone. If you're in the service industry, if you're selling services, you got it. Who's buying your service is
Yeah.
people. So if you're in front of people all the time, or 50% more of
Of the
per
time.
day,
Yeah.
then your business is going to grow. So you see, that was a negative comment, but it started a conversation, which is great. So
True.
is there any negatives from being out there for a
Yeah.
business? No.
Well, this it's the main purpose of having all the social media, so that you can actually interact. So positive, negative, you can interact, and if you interact, the number one thing you want with your content is interaction,
Good or bad?
good or bad. Because the fact just by having a bit of attraction, a bit of engagement, positive or
Yeah.
negative, it will bring you so much reach just by doing something.
Now, I have to say that potentially, if I was dancing half naked and someone commented but negatively, like, oh, you're so disgusting and you're fat and you suck, I guess you get more negative potential comments if you're doing other things on social media. What we are talking about is doing this, talking about who we are, our
Yeah.
business, giving strategies that worked for us. I think as a broker, if you're talking about who you are, what you do, what you did, what you like, what you,
But to
yeah,
what extent?
to what
To what
extent, what?
extent? Not because you're saying talk about who you are, what you do, this and that. But I believe because we're strong believers. You post 10, 15 times a day. You got to be there all
Yeah.
the time. This
Yeah.
and that quality will come with time. But can you really? Do you have, let's say, the knowledge to talk about business 15 times a day? It gets to be redundant,
No, that's
doesn't
not
it?
just business.
No,
You
we
go for
You're
shouldn't
saying
lunch.
talk-
who you are, what
you
you,
shouldn't
do.
talk
Who you
about the-
are as a broker. What you do is
What's your
brokerage.
day to day? If
right?
you
No,
go,
I'm
Because that's why I want to
saying
precise that because it can
your
sound
day
that
to
way.
day as a real estate broker, unless you're just sitting in front of your computer and you're just doing searches on Matrix, there should be a lot of interaction. So those interaction you can share what transpired. Oh, my best friend just got a new puppy. His name's Marco. Great. Here's a picture of Marco. He's so cute. I love dogs. All right, guys, take care.
I love
That's
dogs.
it. No, man.
I get it. So it's regular life.
You
It
go
doesn't have to be business.
for lunch. You go. Yesterday I posted my meal. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw.
So it's whatever. Your kid, my son says something funny.
Comes back.
I
What's your
capture
day to
it.
day?
My dog, my wife, my hobbies. I like a cigar. Here's here's an example. I'm driving my tractor on one weekend, not that long ago. I took a little video of me sitting on the tractor cutting grass. The most non-eventful
The
thing in the
most
world.
normal
This
thing.
video on YouTube Shorts is one of the most. I think it's got 3,000 views. So, I'm not even talking. I'm just sitting on the tractor driving it.
It's the tractor effect.
No, but think of it: 3,000 views. The goal is to get to be seen, to be noticed, because you're the brand, you're the business. So if you're seen, that means your business is seen, and if your business is
Yes.
seen, that means more opportunities.
So,
So anything goes.
So ultimately, is you have to simplify the formula. You are the content. Your day to day is the content. I was with a broker this morning, and we were talking about because he has that moment of okay, well, so I understand the principle, but what do I post about? What do I do about? I was like, okay, well, how many meetings a day do you have? It's like, well, I don't know, 3, 4, perfect. Those meetings are with who? Oh, I had 2 potential buyers, 1 investor, and a friend of mine. Perfect. So what are you talking about during those what did you talk about during those meetings?
Exactly.
Oh, we talked about XYZ. Boom, this is your content. Is that as simple as that ultimately?
What do you know about something that you've done a lot? Is
Mhm.
what you share, if you want, or whatever you enjoy, or whatever.
If you're a truck,
But the topic was
Fan.
about how do you get past it, though. That's
Yes,
the
yes,
main thing.
yeah.
So that it's like learning to swim. They say I didn't do this with my kids, but they say just take your baby and
throw them in the
throw
deep
them
end
in the
or
water.
something,
No, but
yeah.
that's really what it is. That's what I did, or that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking when I started the camera a few years ago, to say, like, I gotta get on this. I need that visibility. I just gotta turn the camera on and talk about whatever happened to me or is happening to me or whatever I'm thinking about right now. So we still do that to this day. I tell you all the time, I want to talk about things that are happening now. Like the lead I got just a few minutes ago, I set it up so I get it on my phone as a text message now, just because I enjoy the Bing, and
It gets you excited.
kind of gets me. Yes, because so today the leads are going up quite a bit because I tweaked some of the stuff we're doing, and so I'm excited about it. But just sharing that, there's content right there. Like, we're live, I did it on the live, but if the live wasn't there, I would just record and say, hey, this is great. You can connect your thing and you
Well,
get the
you
notification.
can still do it.
And I probably will. But it's that simple, and you get very comfortable fast doing it because you just realize, oh, no one really cares. No one's actually telling me, oh, you suck. Like, it doesn't happen.
But even they did. That's the point I wanted to bring. How much importance you have to put onto negative comments? Because I think that's might be one of the things that's going to freeze
At a
most
certain
people.
point, it can be challenging because if you become if you can become viral, well, people tend to have a bit more
Yeah, but no matter
tendency
what you
of
do, that you be seen or not seen, people are talking about you negatively.
That's true.
So today, another example, quick. I go to get a coffee. I bump into someone I've known for 18 years in the industry. I say, hey, how's it going? How's your summer? And this, that. He says, yeah. By the way, I wanted to talk. He says, I wanted to tell you, there's some brokers that are kind of mentioning like, why does Etienne just put videos of his car, or like he shouldn't be doing that. Like these, he mentioned three. He didn't say the names, but he just said that's a negative thing. You could think it's negative, but I'm like, well, I'd rather they think of me than not. And so what if they think I'm putting too much of that? Who cares in the end? Like, who cares? It's who I am. It's my life. It's my cars. It's my things. Why wouldn't I want to demonstrate it? And that's why social media is there, because you want to do business with me for who I am, with my personality, the way I am. And business will become fun when you just are you, and you talk about who you are. And you're not trying to portray someone else.
I agree.
And you can tell, like people can tell if you watch a video and I'm reading a script and I'm not who I am, you're not going to have the same reach.
No, it's true. The impact, well, the message is way different. It's, every time we see a video, I know when I look at you on a video, I'll know if it's either a script or it's a natural on the fly
for sure
thing.
Well, I think we can all kind of tell.
Yes. No, but there's some people, like, they get to that level where they're comfortable enough to almost wing anything, but it seems scripted.
But you're talking about the extreme top 0.1-2%, right?
Yeah. But to get to that top 2-3%, and this is what you'll notice is that you'll get better at it. If you do it once a day, that's 7 times a week.
That's true.
That's 30 times in a day. In a month. If you do it twice, that's 60 times in a month. If you do it 3 times, it's 90 times in a month. So
I listen to certain podcasters or people that do videos, and I study how they talk, how they pause, how they move, how they, you have to, if you want, you don't have to, but I try to get better at things that I do, just to better communicate, to be more efficient with my communication. And so I think that you can get to that level too. So maybe you enjoy watching someone in particular, and so study them. How do they talk? How do they breathe? How do they act? How do they stand or sit? Or do they look at the camera? Do they not? Do they? I think this could also make you feel more comfortable, because if you practice something, or if you feel more certain about what you're doing, the topic on which you're going to talk about. You see, if you ask me to talk about things that I don't necessarily feel comfortable, because I don't feel knowledgeable about, I'm going to be uncomfortable. But if I decide on the topic, which is what you should be doing if you're doing your own videos, then talk about something that you know very well or that you excel in, and talk about it. Repeat the same thing 5,000 times too. There's nothing wrong with talking about the same thing. You're an expert in something. Talk about that thing, and you'll attract the people that are looking for answers about that topic in question. For me, it's lead generation. It's building your business. It's nurturing leads. It's all sales and marketing stuff. I enjoy automation. That's so I can talk about that for hours, as you guys know. I have no limit to that.
That's true.
If I would ask you, you said you've been doing it for many years now. The whole, I just pick up the phone, I start filming, and I've seen great results. One question that anybody usually would ask somebody that's an expert at it, that's been doing quite a bit, is there anything that you would have changed or tweaked or done differently?
Yeah, I would have started earlier, and I would have done more. Because still, sometimes, I gave an example earlier. I sometimes record things and I'm like, I don't put it up because I'm like, I'm not sure. It's kind of stupid. The other day, I was given an example. I posted something, and then right away, for like half a millisecond, I thought, I'm going to take it down because I don't like it and I think it's stupid. But I resisted the temptation. I let it. I just left it. And then the next day or a few hours later, I get a DM from someone, and they say, "Oh, that was genius," or "That's so funny," or I don't remember the exact word.
Yeah.
But this person took the time to write to me saying that they really liked whatever it was.
Appreciate
so
it.
I thought, oh my God, good thing I didn't take it down. Like,
yeah.
you don't know what someone's going to actually enjoy or not, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's
But
real
in the
life.
end, if we understand that, the more we're seen, the more opportunity will come. It's that simple. So, and what's the most consumed type of content? It's video. So if
That's
you don't
right.
get comfortable with video, then I
Well,
don't know if you can actually be in business.
You're
Or
gonna
it's going to
have
be
it's
extremely
gonna be harder.
challenging.
It's gonna be harder because
Wow.
right now
Yeah.
if
If there was a harder word than hard,
it's that's right. It's that one video you'll need 8 content, regular content to let's say photos, for example. You'll need 8 photos to maybe reach what one video will give you.
the meal yesterday that I posted got 1/4
Yeah.
or 1/4 of the video that I posted 5 minutes later or before. And
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
oh, these numbers are quite
The
quite
numbers
drastic.
talks.
So
Jeff, I'll ask you because I know we have a lot of brokers obviously listening to us, but we do have also from what we've seen and people that reached out, a lot of entrepreneurs
Mhm.
that aren't necessarily in real estate, because the show is getting to be with so many different subjects that it attains a lot of people. So you had different businesses before,
Mhm.
right? How do you feel the power of visibility on social media would affect, let's say, the restaurant business or any other type of entrepreneurship venture,
It's all about the content.
no matter what?
It's all about content. We're all fighting for the same attention.
Mhm.
If whatever product you are, you're fighting against the new restaurant that's super trendy. You're fighting against a coffee shop. You're fighting against the florist. You're fighting against the bagel place. You're fighting against real estate people. We're all fighting for the same attention. So content is king. So you need to be out there. You need to create something, and you have to use the whatever tools that are trending on the moment.
Mhm.
So today, right now, the tools that are trending are videos on specific platform. TikTok, Reels, Shorts for YouTube, Reels
well, reels
eventually.
too.
Yeah, Reels as well. But all that to say, it's all about video right now. In 6 months, it might be blogging. So then I'll say, well, you have to write
And
10 articles a day.
Yeah.
In a year from now, it might be photos
The
of cats.
pictures, yeah,
Well,
exactly.
get a cat, you know.
Hey,
So,
and I can I interrupt? I want to
Yeah.
say because today I was looking at some numbers and statistics on because
Yeah.
I just mentioned the lead generating online with ads. Facebook outperforms all platforms for attracting leads for real estate, and yet most brokers are only on Instagram,
I know, I don't understand.
and it outperforms by a lot. Like you see the graph, Facebook is like 18 times more than little Instagram.
Yeah. Well, Facebook is the best platform for advertising, like by far.
So
Well,
I
it's
don't
the
know.
originator.
Huh?
It's the originator. They came before everybody, so I'm sure their algorithm and
They
everything
have
is
the
a
best.
lot more powerful.
Yeah.
So there you
It
go.
only makes
Oh,
sense.
so speaking of social media, speaking of content, speaking
Yes.
of nurturing leads, attracting new people to your platforms, on the 31st of August, in 2 weeks
That's right.
exactly,
That's right.
and on the 1st of September, we're going to do a French training on the topic on the 1st of September, and on the 31st it's going to be English. 31st of August. I'm not being clear. We're going to be sending emails out, but if you're interested, if you're watching this right now, did you put the number on the
Yep.
count on the bottom? Text me or DM us, one of us, and say I want to participate. But it's all going to be about leads and how to convert, how to attract more business with your social media, how to use social media, what
That's
type
right.
of content to create to get more business in real estate. So it's a 3-hour, more or less. We might go
Training.
over, we might go more, depends on the group and the question. But we're not doing this again. This is usually reserved to our brokers, the Mellor Group brokers. But now we're opening the door to other agencies or brokers from other agencies.
That's
It's
right.
completely free. Why are we doing this? Because we want to help more brokers just be more successful with that. Because it's not about cold calling and door knocking. It works, cold calling and door knocking, but it's pretty old fashioned. There's other ways, and this is a fantastic way And for me, it's been working fantastic. So 93 signed contract in 8 months this year.
True.
So
Just before we head off, so I'm just gonna answer Serena's message because she's saying what is the number. So here on the screen, just in case we don't see it, it is 438-834-8177. So 438-834-8177.
you should give me the link, or we should have the link to the form.
Yep.
So we can just text back the link and they can register.
Yeah,
Let's
course.
do that for
Let's
maybe
do it.
tomorrow. All right,
All right.
great. So with that, we'll see you
Have
all
a
tomorrow. and
Fantastic day,
have a
afternoon, and see you
beautiful
tomorrow.
day.
Thank you all.